Let's show you how you can set up agent flows super quickly, super fast, all within Microsoft Copilot Studio right now. So let me just set the stage on the example that we are doing today, and it's going to be pretty basic, but it's going to give you the fundamentals for you to then go and build out any of the agent flows that you may need. Now, to fundamentally break down agent flows, just think of them as Power Automate flows, and a lot of the experience is pretty similar. A lot of the actions, the inputs, the concepts are very similar, just now you're triggering them from an agent. So what we're actually going to be doing is here within Microsoft Copilot Studio, I have my agent, and I've actually already set up a trigger. There will be a link to a video on how you can set up a trigger at the end of this video, which I encourage you to stay and check out. But there is going to be an autonomous trigger where when an account record's credit hold, that's a field on the account table, when that is updated, we want to update that account record. And in our silly example, we're just going to update the description to say credit hold updated. But you may want to send emails or send approvals or escalate this in some way and drop it into a report or whatever that may be. You can build upon what we're talking about right now. And so that is the use case. Something that is super fundamental to understand about agent flows is that they are deterministic as opposed to indeterministic things. And what I mean by that is your agent is going to be connected to different things, talking to different things, doing different things, and leaning on generative AI is an incredible tool. And I don't want to necessarily take anything away from that, but you need an agent flow when you need something to be deterministic or rigid, where you don't want it to be creative, where you want it to follow the exact same process each and every time with zero fault, zero deviation, zero hallucinations. That's when you're going to want to use an agent flow. So let's hop into our example. I've already gone ahead and built out some of this, like I said, the trigger, as well as the topic where this work is going to be happening, our account credit review topic. And so here I'm explaining, hey, when the agent's credit hold is updated, we want to start this process. Now, one thing to know, if you are using autonomous triggers, then this set variable is really just getting what that autonomous trigger is sending, which in our example is the account's GUID. When the account is updated, it triggers our agent. We're then going to get that account's GUID from the trigger. And then I have just this message here just to show when we test that, hey, our topic is being triggered, we're good to go. So how do we create our agent flow? Sorry for all of the preemptive information. There are a couple of ways. One is you can go to Tools, click Add a Tool, and then click New Tool, and then click on the agent flow, or you can make it within the context of a topic. And so that is what we're going to do. If you go ahead and click this plus node here, and then go ahead and click Add a Tool, you're going to see New Agent Flow, plus any existing agent flows that are already there. There are kind of a couple of pre-built ones. I have not built these. No one in the system has built these. Some pre-built ones, maybe that can work for your use case. But go ahead and click New Agent Flow. This is going to bring up a designer very similar to the newer Power Automate Flow designer, where you can define your inputs, your outputs, and any of the actions within this that you want to take place. The first thing that we need to do is create an input. You should have better practices than this, but we're going to just go ahead and name it input. And then we are going to be looking for update a row from Dataverse. This is the action that we need in order to now go and update that account record. Let me go ahead and click account. Something that's really cool is this little button right here will kind of break it out into the side. I think this experience is way better and really leans into that newer Power Automate experience. But I also need the description, which looks like it's right here. We'll just, for our example, do that. Now, like I said, here we need to get the row ID. Now let me show you this, everyone's favorite app, Notes. Okay, so this is actually what I'm getting from the trigger. It's a little bit more than just the account's GUID. And what I need is just the account's GUID. And so in order to achieve this, I'm going to use this function here. It's basically splitting it on all of the spaces and then is going to get the last item in that array. And so that is going to be this final GUID. So let me go ahead and just take this. If I come in here, you can use functions here. Let me add it. That's going to get the GUID I need. And again, that entire text is what I'm going to pass in as the input to this flow. Let me go ahead and save. If you wanted to add outputs, I would highly recommend that, especially something like flow successful, or maybe some context of like account description updated, something like that in the context. So then that way your agent, after the flow runs, it gets the context and that message back from that agent flow. Let me go ahead and publish this. And once it is published, it is going to say, hey, do you want to go back to your agent? Yeah, let's go ahead and go back to my agent. And it's going to take you right back to the topic. Now, didn't necessarily, oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. I thought maybe it wouldn't have added it, but looks like it did. And this is, I think, the one little perk from creating it or adding it to your agent from within the context of a topic. Otherwise, you can do that now. Now our inputs, we're going to have this trigger text, which again, I already kind of had set up before this to do that here. And then just to kind of validate that it's working, let's have another message that just says like account updated. Let me go ahead and save this. Okay. And I'm not going to trigger it from this, which I could say, hey, I just updated this account and give it a GUID, but I'm going to go ahead and use our agent trigger. Why not lean on some of the newer technologies? Let me go ahead and refresh this as well. If you have triggers, much like previous Power Automate flow runs, you can re-trigger previous events to kind of continue to test your agent. And so that's kind of what these are here. Let me go ahead and use this most recent one, hit start testing. And here we can see, okay, here was the trigger event that was detected. And here's what that trigger event passed in. It then triggered our account credit review topic. Here, if I click on that, it'll show the process that it followed. It ran the Power Automate flow, and then it had our account updated message here. This is just something that is going to show there. Pro tip, you can get this one for free. If your agent is continuing to respond, make sure you put an end all topics action at the end of your topic. That way it won't continue to think and try to find something else that you maybe want. But that is okay. If I go over here, I guess I never actually showed this, but here's before a refresh, no description. If I refresh now, has a description. So there it is in there. Now, if you have any questions regarding setting up agent flows, agent triggers, or anything of the like, be sure to follow the first link down in the description down below to get in direct contact with me. Otherwise, here is that video on agent triggers as promised. Also, if you want to have your agent send emails through agent flows, you're going to want to check out this video here as it walks through that process in more detail. Thank you so much for sticking to the end of the video. My name is Griffin Lickfelt, the host of the Citizen Developer channel, and I'm excited to connect with you in the next one.